Hi and welcome to episode 17. In this episode I'm talking about editing. So I'm going to run through how to use iMovie, the basics, what steps you need to take to get a more professional level video. So let's dive into it. So open up iMovie. I've already got it open because I needed it to be in landscape to record this video. So as you can see, the first thing we see is create a project. So we'll create a project, and then what we'll do is go and create a movie. What we'll do is we'll click on the movie I want to insert, which is one of my first episodes for this series. Create movie. As you can see, there's a timeline down the bottom here, and I can scrub through this all the way to the start. This is approximately 2.5 minutes long, and it's sort of been pre-edited, so I've cut the scenes in already, so you'll see that it jumps back and forth here. To quickly explain around the interface, you've got your main video, which is in the middle. You've got your timeline down here. If you press play, you may be able to hear it playing. But press pause to go back, and then you've got various settings around. So I'm going to go through them one by one. First of all, I'm going to go through the actual timeline. So if I scrub here and click on it, you'll see down here we've got several options. You've got the speed, you've got the volume of the sound to the video clip, text you can overlay, and then filters you can apply. And then over to the right, you have got detach, duplicate, and delete. Detach is, I believe it's detached to audio. So if I press detach, you can see that the audio has been put underneath the timeline. So I'm just going to press undo and go back. So I'm going to click here. I'm just going to scrub along here and cut this right down. If you move along the timeline to roundabout here and click split, it will split it up. As you can see, there's a little marker in between. And now what I'm going to do is just delete this clip. So I've now got a 10-second clip. What I want to do is add some additional footage, which I've preloaded onto my phone. So I'm going to go and press plus, and I go and click on videos. Wait for this to load up. Recent, and then I'm going to add in my animation for my company. So I'm going to click here. You can play the animation or just press plus to add it in. And as you can see, it's been added in. But I don't want it here, so I'm going to click and hold it, and I'm going to move it to the start so that when it plays, it will then crossfade. What I'd also like to do is add some background music, and to do this again, you press the plus button, and I'll go back out of video, keep going back, and I will select audio. So I'm going to click on my music, and I know it's called Pulsate, so I will do a search for Pulsate, and there you have it right there. You press the plus button to add it, or just tap on it for it to play. So I'm going to press plus and add this in, and you can see a green line has been added in to the video below, which is the music. Now if I press play, smartphone to record professional level video. It's quite quiet music. So you can actually click on the music itself, and I believe you can click on volume, and then you can make it like louder or quieter. But be aware when you do this, if you make it louder, it may make some funny sounds. But if you put music in and it's too loud, usually you want to put it down to sort of around about 15–20%. You don't want the music to overpower your video. So we've added music in. You can also add static photos in. So I'm going to add an end card in, which I created in Photoshop, and this is just the web address. So I will go back and then back, and I will go to photos, and then I'll go to all, and I will select my end card photo, press plus, and this has added a static image to the end, which has got the web address for my smartphone series. And as you can see, it's moving ever so slightly. This is called a Ken's Burns. If you click on the actual image added in, you've got Ken's Burn enabled. If I click on this, I've disabled it, so it just stays still. So this is how you add photos, videos, and music. In between each clip, you have a transition. If you click on a transition, at the moment it's set at dissolve. You can change it to wipe. So if I go back into it, you can see that it is wiping to the next video or photo. I can go back into it. I can do fade, which would be to a black, and back out, which can create some nice transitions and chapters to your videos. Or you can select none, and it will just jump to the next clip. And the other thing you may want to add is some text overlay. Again, there's many different options. So you click on the file where you want to add text overlays. There's not a great deal of things you can do with text overlays within iMovie, but it's a good starting point. So if you click on the T for type or text, whatever it stands for, and I will click on standard, and as you can see, it's added some text in. Now you've got a choice of it being in the center or lower. This text, I just want to say my name, so I'm just going to press lower. It's put down in the right corner, and I'm going to click on the text. I'm going to delete. Now I'm going to keep this one and delete this, and I shall just put my name for simplicity. Press done. Click on the bottom one and get rid of it. Unfortunately, you can't move this around your screen. So if we go back to our main video now, just press done. Let's come out of it. As you can see, I even struggle with this slightly. Click on it. And yeah, it's, it's moving around. Stop. Click back on there. Yep, done. Click on the timeline. Let's click off it, go back in, put it down to the lower end. There we go, it's there. Now I'm going to press play. Videos. And come back, and you'll see that my name fades up at the start. Okay, so there's different options on text, many different options for having it in the middle. There's different, how it plays different. This one is the focus one, so if I go to play at the start and press play, you can see it focuses in. So you may want to add this sort of text overlay on photos or chapters to signify what the next section of your video actually is. So we've added text, photos, talked about transitions. The other thing you may want to play around with is the actual filters. So you can click on it and say, oh, I want something like a vintage feel or silent and eerie, which could be suitable because of where I filmed this. Or blockbuster, which gives it a bit of a green tint, a bit more cinematic look. So you can do that as well. You can also detach audio from video files, so you can adjust the volume of it. So I've clicked on my main video. I will go to audio. Where is it? Is it snippet? Oh, here we go. So detach. So you go to the scissor icon, press detach, and you can see it's put the audio file underneath. This can enable you to do lots of different creative things. You can actually have it so that the audio stops playing. So if I press play, it will fade out and go quiet. So you could have some noise in it where you want to fade it out and just show what you're talking about. And you don't always have to have that. And you can also delete it as well and adjust the volume as well. So it's a very short introduction to iMovie, bringing your photos and videos in. There's some nice transitions you can do. So once you're done, press done, and then I'm going to name this My Movie. Press done, and then you can export it. So you can send it to Facebook, WhatsApp, Messenger, or save it to your photos. So I hope that's been useful. If you want any more guidance or want to pick my brain further, please feel free to get in touch. So I'll see you in the next episode. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.